All right, good evening. It's Sunday, September 18, 8:21 in the evening. Uh, Hope everyone's fine. My name is Rico Alvarez, and I'm here doing another impromptu podcast about my music collection. And in this episode, we will be talking about the latest edition. It's a vinyl project, something that I've been involved in for several months now, and I feel very giddy. You know, I guess it's pretty obvious. You can see it in the background. We're talking about Betrayed, Then and Now. Look at that. Yep, this record will be out for sale in about 8 days, 9 days from now. You know, yeah. So I was able to get my copy in advance. All right, and yeah. Well, it's a nice companion piece to this one, the cassette. Is there any difference? Yes, there is. Obviously, this is minus one song, love song, which is by The Damned. We obviously cannot include that for copyright reasons. But the band did include a couple of songs that are live versions of songs from the Katrina's cassette album. No? But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Several months ago, I was talking to Boyet Miguel of Betrayed. We were talking about this other band that I'll be putting out next year on vinyl. And then he offered Betrayed, and why must everything be about politics and that album? And I said, sure, I like that, but why don't we do Then and Now? And he said, okay, let me ask Buddy. And he did. Within like 2 days, I think I got a response, and Buddy was very much interested. So we met about it. It was a very, very easy transaction. These guys are very easy to deal with. We made sure that both parties are okay with this. And what I did was I brought it over to my friend Noel Francia over at Mutilated Noise, and coming off the Jerks on 45, we did this, no? So we obviously had to remaster it for vinyl, and I do have to tell everyone that we had to remaster it from the original source, and not the original source, but from a cassette, a sealed one. And I think we tried to do the best job possible remastering it for vinyl. And I will quote Buddy, it sounds better than the original tape. But you be the judge for that one. But putting out Betrayed Then and Now on vinyl is in many ways a dream come true, for me. And I got this as a freshman in college. One of my batchmates, Popo Sumulong, told me that, hey, Doming's band Betrayed, they're putting out a cassette album. And I remember I gave him money to buy this, and he got this for me. And I was thrilled to get this cassette, because it's the first time a friend of mine, someone I knew, was in a recording, and they put this out. So that was Dominic Gamboa, who's my batchmate from Ateneo. And I was very much excited. So I played it again and again until I wore it out. So I had to buy two more tapes. And this is the original, the DMZ recording. This is the last of the 3 tapes that I bought. Yes, it still plays. Yes, it still sounds great. Now, it was great back then. It was supposed to be under Twisted Red Cross, pero parang hindi yata umabot or something. So the band put it out on DMZ. That's their own label. It's the only release on DMZ. But let me show you. I did get the pirated reissue. Yeah, I did get it. Parang the completist in me. And of course, we have them in This is a pirated one. The original one had the Twisted Red Cross over there. I lost my copy through time, so I don't have it anymore. And this is another illegal reissue, Brave New World Live. And of course, there's Betrayed here. They're part of this, as is Human Ladders and Human Barricade. No? They have some contributions here. Now, the songs that we got that are included in the 12-inch version come from this one, as this is the original. Katrina's Live, di ba? Yeah, then meron din ako nito. Yung Third Bombardment, kasama din yung Betrayed dyan. Now, I was a huge fan of Betrayed, and I saw them a couple of times back then. Just not just being completist, but also a fan. I tried to get everything. And there's this one. This is a bootleg, Nightmare Volume 1, featuring two of their songs, Kids Will Unite and Love Song. Yeah. So, sarap na having everything from the band. And which brings us to this one. My test press is down there, so I'm not going to show you the test press. But anyway, here it is. There's an obvious difference from the cassette. It overlaps. If you notice, it overlaps. So there are pictures of the band, okay? And yan yung likod nito, no? And you will see that the other songs here are from yung Katrinas, no? And very clear dito, so Jeb Bautista was playing bass in that one. So Jeb Bautista was also my batchmate from Ateneo. He's here, he's listed here, no? And so this is the first ever 12-inch release from Mutilated Noise Records. Beautiful stuff. And, looks really great. Now, let's go inside. It comes on clear vinyl. Comes on clear vinyl. Here. Yeah. Take a look at that one. Okay. Ito yung flip side niya. Okay. All right. So clear vinyl. We were thinking of other colors, but ultimately we decided on clear vinyl. And, who knows, no? Of the 300 records that will come out of this one, if it does reasonably well, we might put out another edition and it will be in another color, no? Now, that's not the only thing. You have liner notes. Yeah, ito yun. Yeah. So the liner notes are written by Cés Rodriguez, former editor of Jingle Magazine. And for those who know their Filipino punk or 1980s music history, Cés also put up one of perhaps the first great independent music shop in the Philippines called A to Z Records. And that was at Anonas. And when you read the liner notes written by Cés Rodriguez here, she'll tell you the story of how this tape came about. Yeah. Yeah. So then you'll see some pictures also of the band in the background. Now, ano likod nun? Diba? Oh, well, nandiyan yung mga credits. Nandiyan yung credits. Okay. And then when you open this, you'll see the lyrics. Yeah, yung mga lyrics yan. Yeah. Yeah. Also with the person who wrote them, you'll see their names here, like Eddie Shaw's there and all that, di ba? Tapos nakakatawa, may disclaimer yung banda. May disclaimer sila. Ayan, tignan mo yung disclaimer. Oops, there you go. Ayan. Any lyrical alterations to some songs that differ from the originals were done to maintain its relevance. Don't you just love that? Anyway, and okay, so this came out a lot faster than we expected because we thought it would be out by November, but it's like 2 months early. Mabilis lang yung paggagawa nito. No? So we put in a lot of time in Betrayed Then and Now. And I'm very excited that we're going to get to share this with music fans. And hopefully a new generation of Filipino music fans will discover this amazing punk band. No? And ayun, so magkano to? This is 1,600. I suggest that you place your orders already sa Mutilated Noise Records. Punta kayo sa Facebook. And from what I understand, this coming October 15, unless nagbago ang date, the band will be holding a show and album launch, album relaunch at the 123 block. Okay. And yes, we will be selling some records there. And of course, yung aking kopya, papapirma natin sa banda. Kay Manny, kay Eddie, kay Buddy, at kay Boyet. Diba? Papapirma natin yan. Kung sino man former member ng Betrayed na darating. Diba? So, so we put out the Jerks. That's Romantic Kill, Big Deal, diba? Something Inside of Me. And then we put out Alert Level. Diba? That's Tropical Depression, Colored Red, The Breed, and Rizal Underground. And now there's this. No? Three cool albums, that really must be in your collection. And in the case of the Jerks, that was never ever released. So we got to do it. And I'm really thankful that Chikoy and Monet Pura were able to work with us in that one. And it sold out. It sold out. Wala ka na mabibili nun. Yung 300 copies nun. No? Yung Alert Level, 500 press nun. We're about down to 100. Di ba? Malapit na rin maubos. You know? And ito, 300 lang to. It's, as a fan, it's really nice to have this. It's nice to have Alert Level. It's nice to have the Jerks in 45 because, this is a part of Filipino music history. And I got to watch them back then 2-3 times. Got to watch them. And it was just simply amazing to be able to see these guys. And never in a million years did I think I'd get to do this. In fact, I remember Betrayed at the show at the B-side. And I opened it up to Buddy then. And it seemed like they were going to put it out on their own. But I don't know what became of that. Obviously, napunta sa amin ni Noel. And it was great. We were just really giddy to do something for this band that we... Ayan, sabi ni Boyet. Boyet, good evening, Boyet. October 15 at the 123 block. Magbe-benta rin kami ng plaka dyan. Boyet, pakisign yung aking kopya, please. Yan. So, napaaga lang kasi kinakuha ko sa sister ko sa Hong Kong. Diba? But the records are en route. All of it. It's en route to Manila. It should be here by hopefully end of the week. End of the week. So, or if not, on September 26th, and it will be available immediately to all of you fans out there. And you gotta get this. We really don't know if we go for a repress. In the event that we do, it depends on the demand. And we can guarantee it'll come out in a different color. We're guaranteeing that it'll come out in a different color. That is, I do have to sit down with Buddy and the band about that. We'll see how sales go. But definitely we don't want to flood the market with X amount of records. No, we don't want. We want it to be as collectible as possible. And again, this will not hopefully I have it on word that we'll be working with Betrayed again. I cannot tell you the specifics of, obviously you'll say it's the second album, but may pinag-uusapan kami ni Buddy. I don't want to spoil anything in advance. No? But rest assured, this is not the last time you'll be hearing from Betrayed and me and Noel when working with them. So yeah, I'm really proud of this. Really proud of this one, and everyone put in a lot of work here. Boyet did the artwork, diba? We all gave a listen to the remastering, which was done by Ian Cuevas, and we had this printed here in Asia. And once we got the test process, everyone was just really, really excited. And we knew that we were going to get it way ahead of schedule. So you're thinking Christmas, hindi na paaga pa, di ba? Christmas is coming in September. Yeah, parang Jose Marichan lang yan. So yan, di ba? It's also on a personal note. I'm not going to speak for the band or even Noel of Mutilated Noise here. No, it's also my way of saying thank you to Doming. Si Doming was my batchmate. Hindi kami magkaklase ni Doming. Batchmate lang kami. He was a lot closer to Pop-Up Sumulong, a very good friend of mine, no? And batchmate then. But we became neighbors in Cubao. As in, like what, a minute away from my house, and right in front of the place where they were renting, there was a basketball court. So almost every day kami naglaba basketball. So after playing basketball, dadalawin ko si Doming. Kwentuhan, he'd show me stuff, make me listen to stuff. Then I'd see Teng's artwork, so she was also into design. And I still have yung Tropical Depression, the newsletter na ginawa nila. I still have that after all these years. And I'm glad I held on to that. Ayun, tsaka sabay kami nagpupunta ng Dread. Kasi magkapit-bahay kami. Pwede naman namin lakarin, pero hindi kami naglalakad all the time. Diba? Siguro usually pag gabi, maglalakad na lang kami. Safe naman. Diba? So yun, it's, doing this is my way of thanking Doming. Doming is one of those who also influenced my musical tastes. Diba? Tsaka siguro kung meron man influence si Doming, it's more in reggae. Diba? Siya you listen to Bob Marley. He was the first person on this planet who I knew who had a Bob Marley record. Diba? Hindi naman malawak ang circle ko din. Diba? Siya yung alam kong unang may Bob Marley. And we'd go to his house in Provident Village. We went there twice. And we'd just listen to his records. And, the records that he was playing, none of it I had. Diba? Kasi at the time, I was just limited to what? Kiss, Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, diba? Aerosmith, Van Halen. Shy had other stuff, diba? And that was pretty neat. And that was an awakening for me. Diba? And then the cool thing also, later on, I had a show on NU107 every Monday night. It was a sports talk show host about Ateneo sports. Diba? And magkasunod kami ng Dread at the Controls. That was Doming. So, maaga pa lang, nasa NU na ako. Kwentuhan kami ni Doming, di ba? Hang out in the booth, di ba? And it was a really great way to get reacquainted. And as always, I would bug him about new songs from Tropical Depression and all that. And he would make me, salamat Boyet, di ba? Salamat. Doming would make me listen to some songs, and I was just really excited because I was constantly bugging him. You got to put out new songs, di ba? And that's how big a fan I was. Yeah. But this one, wow, super thank you, Boyet. Super thanks, Buds, Manny, diba, Eddie. Maraming salamat sa tiwala na binigay nyo na mailabas namin to. So, happy tayo lahat. Happy. And, this, as if the band wasn't already mythical, diba? This immortalizes their music. And, a lot of fans will be able to get hold of this na hindi na nila makuha yung original cassette. Kasi talagang konti lang yun. Ilan ba na press nun? Di ba? 200 lang yata. Boyet, ilan ba? 200 lang ba yun? Di ba? Kung yung original DMZ, 100 ba yun? I seem to recall hearing that from Dominic. I'm just not sure if that is the actual number. Diba? And so, who else is watching? Cookie Chua. Magandang gabi, Cooks. Sana matuloy ang ating plano, Cooks. Diba? Tsaka yan, diba? Si Cookie Chua is another old friend, and to be able to do the Alert Level album on vinyl was another treat. Diba? And one of the other reasons, as I said, is I want today's generation to know about them. In fact, the band that we're putting out next year, early next year. Di ba? Hindi nga kilala ng karamihan today. They wouldn't even know of this man. And I was fortunate to watch them in Dread. Very fortunate to watch them in Dread. But I only knew one member, but much later in life, di ba? Because of my old classmate, Patrick Reidenbach. Di ba? So, nagpatulong ako kay Boy at Miguel. And ayan, di ba? Mangyayari din siya. Ayan, so, this is for 1,600. You can start ordering already. I suggest to get a copy before it's all gone because we've not talked about the repress. We wanted to print about 500, pero, we don't know it. We don't know. Diba? Hindi naman to erase our heads. Diba? I'm not saying that the trade is not in that level, but we don't want overhead. We don't want an overstock. And it's just there. Diba? So, I would like to think that there are more than 300 fans out there who will want a copy of this. Diba? Who will want a copy of this. Okay, bumili ng mga bootleg. Diba? Yung bibili. Bootleg. Ako lang naman sira ulo kasi completist ako. Diba? Yan. So, galing, diba? So, ito, pakita ko lang ulit. Ito yung layout na ginawa ni Boyet. Diba? Dami pa lang to, hindi pa printed. I have to go through it, double check it, how it's coming out. Ayan. Ayan. So, liner notes once more by Cesc Rodriguez of Jingle and A to Z Records. And then the back one. Credits, ganyan. Diba? Mutilated Noise logo nandyan. Diba? Tapos yung lyrics. Yan. Diba? Yung lalagyan ng plaka mismo, meron na siyang plastic coating to help preserve it. Diba? Ganda. Diba? Then, as I understand, if you pre-order it from Mutilated Noise, you get a Betrayed pin and a Betrayed sticker. Diba? So while supplies last, libre lang po yun. Wala kayong babayaran ba? Part niya ng servisyo na binibigay namin. Diba? Sa mga fans. Diba? Nakalimutan na rin ni Boyet yung run. Pero alam mo, Boyet sabi sa akin ni Domeng 200 din. Diba? So, I'm one of those fortunate enough to buy 3 of them. 3. And of the 3, this is the only one that is survived. I saved all of it. Even the cassettes that were no longer playing, I saved it. Diba? But I left it when I moved out of my parents' house. They were in this box in the attic. And alam mo, as far back as 2013, nandyan pa. Nandyan pa yun. Diba? Along with precious memorabilia such as concert tickets. It's all there. But after the fire hit my parents' place, it's all gone. What was saved were the stuff that I had with me because I was living in San Juan at the time. Diba? What was saved were the stuff that I had back in the United States. And I shipped it all back over here. Diba? So, yun yung na-save. And marami rin nawala doon. Sakit. Yung mga cassettes ko nga, yung Rescue Ladders and Human Barricades, nandun siya. It was no longer playing, but I still kept it. Kept everything. Diba? Buti yung Herald X nandyan pa. Diba? So, yan. Very, very happy for that. That we're getting to do this. So don't forget, October 15, so 123 block. Betrayed will be launching. It's this vinyl launch. So nandun ako, nagbenta ako ng plaka at magpapasign ng plaka sa legendary band na to. Ayan, so what else do I have coming up that I can reveal? I can tell you right now, we're putting out Dead End's 4th album, Mamatay sa Ingay. That'll be out next year. I can tell you that. Diba? And also coming from Mutilated Noise in about a month's time, in this October, is The Class. That's a punk band from Naga. diba? From Naga. It's a 7-inch EP, extended play single. Nasa amin na yung test press, and we've given the green light. That'll take about 2-3 weeks and all that. And then October, nandito na rin, di ba? I figure, the way I figure it, around the time you do the Betrayed launch, album launch, baka en route na yung the class dito. And we have other stuff, but I'm not at liberty to say what it is. No, but we're doing a lot. We have a lot of projects for next year. So it looks like we'll finish strong. And the other thing is I also have Orange and Lemons coming out. This one's with Plaka Express. I did Alert Level. Bili na kayo. Di ba? I did Alert Level with Plaka Express. Yan. Ang maganda, ito yung the same plastic that they use for music on vinyl. Diba? So there's a hype sticker there. Diba? Nag-design ng cover ng Alert Level. At ito yung original cassette niya. Ito yung original cassette. May dalawa akong original na cassette. Yung isa sealed, diba? So, ito, gumagana pa yan. It plays like a charm. So we redesigned it. It's redesigned by Danji Regala of the band Veils and one of the people behind Still Ill. Yeah. So, signed ng banda. Great ng mga banda. Pretty neat, right? Yeah. So, and then, of course, I mentioned this earlier. The Jerkson 45, it was signed by Nitoy Adriano. Ayan. Ubus na to. Wala ka na mabibili na. Ubus na. 300 na piraso lang yan. Parang Betrayed, 300 na piraso. Ayan. Now, next year, abangan nyo yung Dead Ends. Lalabas namin yan. Meron pa, pero ayoko muna magsalita eh. Di ba? Exciting yung mga projects na gagawin namin. Diba? And it's really fun to do. These are the things that the music that we liked. Brutus Lacano, good evening. Diba? These are the stuff that I fell in love with as a kid, and rock fans will always love. It's great to have in your collection. Diba? Yeah, so sarap doing this. It's a lot of things off my bucket list. And to be able to work with your friends and heroes is just absolutely cool, in my opinion. Diba? And biro mo, napapanood ko lang yung mga Betrayed, napapanood ko lang yung The Jerks. Yeah, pinapanood ko lang yung mga Colored Red. Diba? Then all of a sudden now you're working with them, doing stuff with them. Diba? It's absolutely amazing. Diba? And sana mas marami pa tayong magawa. Tsaka meron pa kami isa pa na hopefully will blow everyone's socks off. I will announce it probably in a few weeks. No? And ayun. Ganda to. Diba? This one's something old but also at the same time something new. Diba? Enough of those teasers. So yun. Punta lang kayo sa Facebook page ng Mutilated Noise Records. Mag-order na kayo bago kayo maubusan nito. Diba? Pero huwag kayo mag-alala. Meron kaming allocation na ibebenta sa 123 block on October 15. So there, everyone. Thanks for listening to me ramble on. And it's just, to have that record, it's nice to go even with the original stuff, the original cassette. It's nice to even go with the bootleg stuff. What can I say? Complete this. All right. So thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you sometime next week. I'll be talking about some other stuff in my collection. So hope to see you. So 123 block on October 15th. Bye everyone.